Welcome back. We are here with Freddy from Shieldfolio. Freddy, how are you doing?
Doing great. Thanks for having me on.
Of
Appreciate it.
course, I'm so excited to chat. We did a Twitter Spaces a couple or a year plus ago. So excited to re-chat with you. So you started Shieldfolio around 4 years ago. What inspired you to start this?
Inspired me. Basically, I was unorganized. My wife, she threw away a piece of paper that had a seed phrase on it. And from there, I figured out, wow, how easy it is to just lose the seed phrase by just being careless, not writing your backups down. And that's how it came into fruition, the Stonebook. I was researching online. There was no notebook out there for the space. So I came about and I was on my entrepreneur journey at that time. And I decided to, go ahead and make a product, a physical product for the space people could use, give value back.
Yes, I've really like how you created a product that's real and that provides people value. And like not only the Web3 people can use, but the Web2 people can use as well. And so your notebook is made out of crushed stone paper, which is tear resistant and water resistant. How did you find this type of material?
It took a while. I researched online. I wanted something to last, would set stone paper last a lifetime. I wanted something that's durable, that lasts, that you could pass down generations. And that's how I came about finding stone paper. And then from there, it just, the puzzle started fitting. I go, this book has to be made. The space doesn't have one. If it does, it has to have some form of protective paper just like this.
And for the crushed stone paper, like, did you do like some testing to find it, or like how do you kind of like say like I'm gonna go with this material?
I did order some online. I tested it myself. I recently posted a video about it. And I just tested its water durability. I created like a mock up of the Stonebook. I tested everything from water to chemical to fire. It was resistant to all that except for the fire part. That's the thing about stone paper, it's not fireproof. But like I said before, not too many seed phrases go up in flames. Mostly
Yeah.
gets lost in the process of your crypto journey.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And
Mhm.
um, why did you decide to go into the niche of crypto seed phrases versus go more broader, where you're kind of protecting like everything that people write down?
So I was heavy into crypto, and I felt like the necessity, the need for this product, everything just fit into it. What people needed at the time, and keep in mind this was like going into the bear market. I kind of knew we were going to go into the next cycle of 2020, and I go, this is my shot. This is my time to help out the newcomers coming into crypto to have a physical product because for them to back up safe to the cloud, to figure out just the wallet process of figuring all
Yeah.
the seed phrase backup is just, it's daunting to them. It's something that holds adoption back. I think it's just they're not used to it. So this physical product was perfectly right on time, so I could build it and launch it in 2020, which became a hit. And I could tell the space needed it.
Yeah, I agree with you when it comes to the seed phrase is definitely the thing that is I think one of the main things that's holding people back, like the grandmas, like the regular people that already struggle to kind of keep their passwords in general. And what differentiates Shield Folio's crypto like the notebook product versus others?
So the way it's made, the paper, it's been fully tested with our Ghost Pen, which is a product we saw that other companies don't. It's invisible ink marker, so you can hide your writing just in case if somebody finds the book, they're unable to see the writing unless they shine a UV light on it. And so this pen has everything in it: the UV light, the basically this very strong bulletproof ink that's very difficult to come off, water resistant. Not only that, we also have in us like a cipher encryption method inside the book. We have a page, and it's just a way if somebody does find your book, they would have to brute force a password hints in order to get to your crypto. So that's another additional security item we put on the Stonebook, and it's just an all-in-one. And these are kind of the features that other books don't have yet. We we did get approved for the patents,
I saw
um,
that.
three
Congrats.
design patents. Yeah, I'm happy about that. And this, it's called Shieldcrypt. That's the cipher encryption we have in there. We got approved for that one to be patented, the design for it. So things like this is what kind of separates us from, because we're the originals to create the notebook. And yes, others will come in, but at the same time, I just want to keep improving and staying out there in the space and seeing what the users need. So hopefully in the future, I can create more products as we keep going. This crypto
Yes.
innovation starts. It's just everything changes every day, every month, every week. So I want to keep up to date.
Yeah, things are definitely always changing. And I really like how you're out there, not only building a business, but out there in the field, kind of getting customers' feedback and kind of, you know, like actually caring about what they're saying. How have you used social media to grow your business?
So the way I do it is I'll post videos, and then from there, it's when the feedback that comes in. I get a lot of positive feedback, which I'm happy. In the beginning, there wasn't too much positive feedback because it was a new product.
Yeah.
But the people really had to see it. They had to see what it's about, and that's kind of how I get YouTube review videos from this, from social posting on social media. That's how I get collab work. That's how I get, especially on Spaces. That's how it gets known. But the feedback I get, especially on Spaces, is something that's why I'm there, because they could tell me outright, like, "Hey, you know what? I love this book. This is what I love about it, and this is where I can hide it." And it's nice to just sit back, enjoy time on the Spaces, and just someone pops up on stage and goes, "I know you. I have your book. You're the one that created that stone book." I was like, "Yeah." Um, and just having that, I love that. I like that I'm helping out the community out there.
Yes, yes. And I love how you're so involved in the community, not only, from an investor standpoint, but like
Mhm.
selling a product. And what would you say to someone that says, "Oh, I can just write down my crypto seed phrase on a piece of paper. I don't need a Shieldfolio Stonebook."
You know what? I praise them for that, because for them to write it down, that's like the first best step you can make, is get it offline. Um, so whether it's a post-it, I mean, I recommend you get the Stonebook, but for the time being, make sure you save it, because a lot of people right now aren't saving their seed phrase, and they're thinking it's going to be there when they come back to their device, their computer, and you never know. One day, it just your device could just fault. It could just break. Something can happen, and so I do recommend the Stonebook always. At least write it down somewhere. Keep it offline. I don't ever recommend saving it to the cloud. If it's online, it's basically already been copied somewhere in a database. Um, but I always do recommend the Stonebook out when I'm out there in the Spaces. Yeah.
Yes. And you also mentioned that you received a patent for the Shieldfolio
Mhm.
Stonebook. What was that process kind of like?
That process, I believe, started in the year of 2020. It was a long process. They don't. The patent office, the USPTO, doesn't get too many physical products when it comes to crypto, so they had a hard time kind of understanding how important this is. But after I went through multiple, I think it was two lawyer firms. The second one helped me out finish the process, but it was something new to the USPTO, because they seen it as like, well, this is kind of like a password book. But
Yeah.
the thing is, it was very had different information besides like your typical logins for websites. This is more branched on the side of private keys, seed phrases, two-factor authentication codes. So they already noticed the difference on that. So the process was lengthy, but it actually went through, and I hope to include more patents in the future. I have a couple more coming out. The timeline on them, I don't know how long the process is going to be,
Yeah.
but I'm glad I got these. It was three patents that got approved, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, that's super exciting. I saw the video on Twitter or X, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that is super, super
Yeah.
exciting. And do you have any plans to take Shieldfolio out of the crypto space at all?
I do. I'm planning on going outside to the Web 2, because with this notebook, I feel like it's something that helped out in the Web 3 space, and in the Web 2. They're they would resonate as well with the notebook. I mean, every class, anybody would resonate with a notebook because it's a physical paper notebook. It's something that they've always used. So I do plan on going outside and to the web too, and whether it be bank passwords, um,
Yeah.
bank passwords. If they want private information, their social security number, anything you want to write down that won't be damaged in a flood, something like that. I want to create a book for, just to keep the web 2 people safe.
Oh, for sure. And I think there's a lot of applications. I mean, I know myself, there are some passwords or things that I have where I know I have to go back every 3, 4 years and rewrite it down because the paper's old.
Mhm.
So I definitely see a lot of applications for this, especially for like the older generation that love to
Mhm.
write their passwords down. And if you tell them, hey, you write this down once, it's there forever. And
Mhm.
before all of this business um, things happened in your life, you worked at Bimbo Bakeries for almost 7 years. How was that transition like from being an employee to owning your own business?
So the transition was that, I kind of got eased into it. The fact that I was working for Bimbo, I moved after them. I moved to a different company called Flowers. It's the same industry, but it's more on the independent operator side, and that's where I learned the business skills of how to run a business and how to maintain revenue and profit. And kind of it helped me out. It guided me towards this to get here with Shieldfolio. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful, I'm thankful I had, because I had that business. I was able to have some time to do some type, set some type of skills like website design, set up, online business templates, business registrations. It was just helping me out through the process. Um, and I feel like that's how it always was. It kind of, there was a lot of little skills I had to learn on the way. Even though I also stepped into failed projects, what I got out of it was the skills and experience that I needed to just build Shieldfolio out. So it's kind of like a meant to be process that I appreciate.
I like that. And what is one thing that you wish people knew about yourself?
Um, that I love doing what I love, and I know that's kind of right. That's kind of different to say, but I love it. I've always loved it as a kid. Whatever I loved at the time is that was what I wanted to do. And as a kid growing up in the 90s, um, I loved computers. I loved working on them. I loved just changing software within them, within games as a kid, and changing the audio feedback to the audio I wanted in a game. I could talk in the game. It was things like that about the computer I figured out that later would help me out to understand how computers work in the security realm of it. So when I went into the whole different industry of Bimbo and the bread routes, I kind of veered away from that, and I always wanted to come back, and it wasn't until my last day at my bread route job that I said, "That's it. I'm going to sell this business. Um, I'm going to go into crypto full time." And I did that, and I love that the fact I took that step, because that was the hardest step to do,
Yes.
was to do something that was comfortable, that had a stable income, but it wasn't what I loved. And crypto was on the side of what I loved. It had to do with computers, technology, forefront of an emerging market. So this is what I love doing, and I'm going to keep doing it. And when it comes to security or anything else in crypto, like right now, I'm into Bitcoin ordinals. Like I love that. That's a new innovation within Bitcoin. So I'm going to keep going and doing what I love. And I love staying in the crypto space, especially hanging out with everybody on spaces, online, on
Yes.
Instagram. It's a great community.
Yes. I have two more questions. If
Go ahead. Yeah.
if you could have dinner with two people, one person from the past and one person from the present, who would it be and why?
One person from the past and the present. Um, it would be Peter Thiel. I would want to have to sit down with him, maybe. Actually, that yeah, I would want to sit down with him and kind of, because he's kind of where helped me on this journey. It was a book he made, Zero to One, and that's something that really inspired me to go about this than the Shieldfolio, because it's taking a risk and creating a product that wasn't there before that could help move the space forward in any industry. And I felt like Stonebook was the one that did it. And it was everything that came into the experience of reading that book that brought me how to build out Shieldfolio to where it's at now. Um, in the future, if I were to go into the future, who would I uh, dine with? I think it has to be. It would have, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Um, my family, they've always been there. Um, I would love to have like a huge family a family dinner, because they've always been by my side. From my wife's side, from my side, they've been there through my journey. It was a very difficult journey, because I took a risk and I left something that brought me more stability, and for them to be there in the process of helping me out, because my family was there when Shiflo started and the packages started coming in, the orders started coming in. They were just helping me package products and things like that.
Yeah.
So they've always supported me since the beginning, and so that's the one thing I would want to do with them is in the future have and thank them, have a nice family dinner, and thank them for where I'm at today, because of them.
I really like that answer, especially the family one. I love when people choose like their old grandparents that passed away or things like that. So
Oh, okay, okay.
I really really liked. I have one more question. Why
Got it.
did
Okay.
you decide to partner with us and offer the discount?
Because Easton, I mean, you're awesome, especially talking on the spaces with Craig and everyone. Like, you're really a true like crypto journeyman. Like, you're about the crypto, you're about the innovation, you're about coming here and helping out, especially doing this interview with me. You want people to know what's out there, how they can get value, and you share it. And I appreciate that. You're honest, you're truthful, and you've always been in communication with me no matter what throughout the space, even the bear markets. That's another great thing. You've stayed in through the bear markets. I remember when we were at the top in 2021, and you're still here. And that shows a lot. It shows a lot of character that you're willing to stay. You're not just here, it's just like, okay, make a bag and
Yeah.
I'm gone.
Yes.
You're here for the innovation. You're here. You want to help people learn about crypto. And that's the one thing we need in the space is we need help in guiding people how to understand it, because it's a very technical industry, and as we get more forward it's not going to be as technical as as we start seeing mainstream come in, right? It's always in the beginning. It's something that's the UI is not there, the UX is not there, the design is not there. It's just very difficult to just hop on, but it's these interviews, it's these podcasts you have too as well that help, just people that don't know squat about crypto just understand pieces of it. And I know I've seen you talk before on spaces, and you know exactly how to talk on it easily readable, easily understandable. So I appreciate that.
Thank you for that. I really appreciate that answer. That's all the questions I have. How can people reach you, and what is one thing that you would like to leave people with?
So you could reach me. You could reach me on Instagram, especially on X, Stonecrypt, the same username. Um, and yeah, I appreciate everybody that supported me so far. That purchased my book on Amazon, on Walmart, on my website, and people that have posted about it. I mean, I don't if you want to post or not, I'm okay with that. Or you want to send me a DM, that's awesome. But I appreciate all the support, especially when I hear mentions about Shieldfolio when someone's been like, "How do I get started in crypto?" And I always see at Shieldfolio like
Yeah.
a tag. So that's awesome, because I know out there people that purchase my product, they see the value in it and they love it, and so they want to share it. And I truly am honorable about that, like humbled about it, and I appreciate that this book made a huge difference in a lot of people's crypto journey. I think I'm at I don't 15,000 books sold so
Holy
far.
crap!
So
Congrats.
so I'm happy about that. Thank you. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going, keep making more products, and thankful everybody supports me.
Well, Freddie, I cannot wait to see what else you come out with. Thank you so much for coming on today. I appreciate you. And yeah, I mean, like, just thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for having me on. I'm glad we hang out in the spaces a lot. I'm glad we connect outside on X, and
Yes.
I'm happy we're still here.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am too. Thanks, Freddie.